Hey guys, it's Tiff, and I had a mini album I wanted to share with you today. This is the first in a long time mini album that I've made. I think the last mini album I made actually was for the same person. It's for Bridget, who's shoeprincess1, but it was much smaller and it went inside a configurations box, so I felt like it didn't need quite as much detail, whereas for this swap, the mini album is the swap, so I really wanted to make it special. Like I said, it is for Bridget. It's in my group that we alter stuff and kind of trade amongst each other, and I really wanted to step out of the box and do something different and not use a paper line maybe that everybody else was going to kind of use or gravitate towards. Bridget and I both have pretty similar taste and in paper. Well, I think we both really just love paper. I mean, you're going to be hard pressed to find a manufacturer that either of us doesn't like at least some of the lines from. So this is the mini album that I made for her, and I used Webster's Pages Composition and Color, which Allison Kreft helped design. And I also used some other supplies, which I'll go over as we go along. So for the outside cover of Bridget's mini album, I used Tim Holtz grunge paper, or grunge board, and it's one that already had texture to it. I'm assuming you guys can see that. I did not do that texture. It already had that, and I just untied this bow. It was tied on the side in a nice bow. But I covered that in gesso, so then I was able to take my Lindy's, some of which Bridget actually sent to me, and also my Heidi Swap mist, and did kind of a combination of the two, and then black soot around the edges, because I wanted to bring in a little bit of the black. Sorry, Parker was a little excited. But anyways, so I did that on the outside and the inside covers. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry, it's hard to see. There is the inside cover, and it's both sides, but you'll see as we go along. And then, there is, sorry, Parker's trying to get a snack. He just got home not long ago from school. They had early release today. So this is a Jolie's bow that I got at Michael's, and it's made out of like a chiffon-y material, and I really liked how whimsical it was. And then this is a Polaroid frame that came in last month's Studio Calico kit. And then this is a charm I found at Michael's, and it just has a crown on the key. And then this is a Prima banner paper clip. I punched a heart and kind of scattered some sequins. And then these are little yellow bicycle clocks, wooden clocks. And they came with like foam adhesive on the backside, but I just took the adhesive off. And then these cameras, I use a Prima mask and straight gesso. Like the gesso that I used on the album, I watered it down a little bit, and for this I used straight gesso and kind of caked it on, let it set up for a couple minutes, and then pulled the mask off and let it completely dry. Now the reason it has some color to it is because I didn't let the mist completely dry, because I wanted you to see the white, but I wanted it to blend in. And then I went over it also with the black soot distress ink. And here's a closer up of that camera. So I really like how that turned out. I had never done that before, so I thought it was kind of fun to do something different. So again, this is the inside cover. This is the other side of that paper clip. I just took some twine and used my Tim Holtz tiny attacher to attach it down, just for something a little whimsical. This is a Heidi Swap Polaroid frame that I left open so that she can add her photo and then adhere it down. Just added a sticker from the collection, and I used peacock feathers on the outside of almost everything embellishment-wise in here. So if you see kind of like a tealy color, that's the distress ink that I used for that. And just laid some paper in the back, and then these are Twinkle Goosebumps, just for a little something different. And then here's some more paper from the collection, and the interior pages are Heidi Swap Color Magic file folders, and I just inked them with different sprays and wiped off the resist. And then I added some washi tape. They already had holes, but I had already pre-planned only just 2 holes in the covers. So I covered with washi and different elements so that we just have 2 holes. This is some washi from the Composition and Color collection. These are Heidi Swapp chipboard pieces. This is a Heidi Swapp chipboard piece, and I left the acetate behind the pieces that I didn't want to stick down yet, so she could still add her photo, and then remove the acetate in